Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep. So far we have created our product page. Here we created a banner and this is our slider. We also created two variants for this one for gallery, one for slider. So if I'm going to refresh this one, here we can see looks like it's not updated. Here you can see we got our slider. Second image is our necklace image and first one is our models image. So I'm going to switch this one for gallery, and here we are going to work on our this section. This look bit weird. Oops, looks like we don't have any variant for this one. Let's find one with variant. Okay, we are going to use this one. So this one looks bit weird. I'm going to change this one for individual, one for our color and second for our size. So let's start working on this. Okay, let me open my editor, and I already opened my project. Let's run our theme command. Allow live, hit enter, and it will run in a second. Okay, it's running. Now let's go to our section. Let's find this one with product template. Let's zoom it out so you all can see this. First thing, let's hide our section, this selector. I'm going to add class here for that. Let's call this one hide. It's updated. Okay, our class is added. I'm going to do one thing here. Let's add our style, application source, here I'm going to add the class. No, not this one. Okay, now what? Add display. No. Okay, let's check this out. Why it's not working? Okay, I used selector here. Let me close that one. Selector.js, and I called somewhere here. Okay, let's add here note height. Let's see, is it working now or not? Okay, so what I did here, I select the all select tag and accept which select have hide class. This will select all the selects and ignore the select which one have dot hide class. Okay, that's done. Next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to replace this form with Shopify form, not this one. Okay, let's call the form which one we have to create. By the way, this form is Shopify's default form. This will give us little bit advantage, like if we want our dynamic checkout or something like that, we can call that one too. Let me cut this one first. Let's here I'm going to call our forum, and this will be our payment method, not method, it's a button. Okay, if I'm going to do this, what this will do, right now we don't have any buttons, but if where is our form, I called here Shopify form called product and here I'm going to pass parameter which is product. It will get all the information of this product. And next I'm going to do one more thing. Let's call no value date equal to no value date, and I'm going to comment this one, and here I'm going to end this form, and forum. Okay, so let's see is it working or not. Now we got our dynamic button, this one. If I'm not going to call this, then we have no control on this. Okay, I'm going to use this and remove this one. Okay, so everything we have here, its product ID. What we can, if we want any attribute which is not provided by form, we can add here also, like id is equal to this one. Let's refresh this. Is it updated? Yep. And now I'm going to check our form. Oops, I forget comma here. And let's try it now. And I'm going to, here is our ID. So for the timing, I'm going to remove this, so we can pass here any attributes of our form. Next, I'm going to do separate all our options. Let's call unless. Here I'm going to call product dot has only underscore. Oops, I forget this one. Product has only default variant. Okay, so what will this unless do? It's like a else. So if this condition is false, then it will learn its opposite of our if. Simple form, in simple words, it's opposite of our if condition. So here I'm going to create a div. Let's call this one single selector, and in this single select container and in this I'm going to loop through our all options. Let's call this option TL option, and here I'm going to call product dot option underscore with underscore values, and next I'm going to call a div. Let's call this one our single selector wrapper, and here I'm going to call first label, let's remove 4, here I'm going to call option name Next I'm going to list our all options with select dot single selector. And let's remove this one because we don't need anything for this. Sorry. And here I'm going to list our values. Let's call for again, and here I'm going to call value and option dot values and option, and in option I'm going to print our value, and let's remove our extra space with escape. Next I'm going to add if option dot selected underscore value is equal to value then call selected and value. Let's see our output now. Here we are successfully separated our values options, and if I select this one and this one, nothing do here. So far so good. And that's all for this one. Let's add one more setting here. After selected, sometimes client don't want to show quantity button. Let's call type is check box. We should be in double quotes. Next thing is our ID, and ID should be KOTY check. And next label and label should be show quantity QUANTITY quantity, and I'm going to check here. If section dot settings dot QTY check, then this will show, or we need our quantity all the time, so we can't do this, except that we can do here hidden and this check here. And one more thing I'm going to add here. This one also be a check. Type is checkbox and ID dynamic buttons and label show dynamic buttons. Okay, let's copy this one and I'm going to add a check here, not you. Here I'm going to end if. Okay, so we got our two more settings. One for our quantity and one for our dynamic buttons. So if I go check this one, oops, it's is reversed. This one is right. Let's call this hide quantity button. So if this one is checked, then our quantity button will show, otherwise it will not. Let's put our level 2 here. I'm not going to remove this. I just going to add a check here. and if. So everything looks good. Not equal to true. Now it's look good. Let's add here one header. Or let it be like this. Let's put here. I'm going to remove info. Let's add here checks or hide or show content. So that's will be good, I think. Now we got our separated section. So before I'm going to close, let's do one more thing. But before that, let me show our select. Okay, I'm going to select this one based on our selection because it's very important. Without this selection, we are not able to add our product in a cart. So let's add some JS. For JS, here I'm going to add JS. What I'm going to, let's select this one. Here cool dot select dot on change, and on this change function I'm going to select a selection. Okay, let's put our ID here also. I'm going to call ID, not an option, selection, dot for loop dot index. So this will add 0 with our sorry, not a 0, starting from 1. It will going to add 1 2 3. So that's our first selector, and that's our second. And here I'm going to loop through all selectors. Let's call this variant name equal to null, and here I'm going to loop through all selectors with each selector dot each function. Here I'm going to check here two things. One thing. What is the name of the tag? So let's call this const tag name is equal to $this dot not dot 0 dot node name, and let's console this. Console dot log tag name. Let's refresh this. Let me open our console. Here I got two selects. So if you are thinking why I'm doing this, in future we are going to implement our swatch boxes, so that's why I'm going to do this. Okay, let's move this. Let's call if tag name is equal to selected select, then variant name is equal to this dot value, else if tag name is input, then variant name is equal to let's add one more thing here, and not this one, sorry about that. Let's add here this is checked because our input will be checked. That will be our radio button. So if that is checked, then the value of this will be added, otherwise not. So this dot value and I'm going to call here I because not I element and I let's log this console dot log my type name L and I. Let's refresh. Here I'm going to check this, and first one is our index. By mistake I made this one in reverse order, and here I'm going to call variant plus equal to if I is not equal to 0, then what I'm going to add here slash, this slash is this one between two options, else is nothing. So here also one add plus. If I'm going to console this, then we will see our selection value will be there, not this. Let's refresh this one first. Let me attach this. Here, if I'm going to select what this okay, now we got blue and size, which is this one. If I go to black and I want to select this one, so for that let's do our for each for select product select. Dollar price for this option dot each function and if dollar this dot text dot includes not this include. And then by mistake I called Shopify if. Okay, now we are good. Then this dot parent dot value is equal to dollar this dot value. Let's see, is it work or not? Okay, it's not updated maybe. Let's see again. Something is happened here. Okay, I think I got the issue. Let's add class here again. Hide and refresh again. Okay, now we have blue 3x, and if I'm going to change this, it's not changing. Let's check why it's not changing. What I'm going to do here, console dot log let's check now. What we got in our text dot include is not a function. Okay, I think I misspelled this. This should be includes so now check this one and this one. Okay, now it's working. Show and if I'm going to add black, It is selecting black 2, and looks like we don't have black 2x and access. So okay everyone, that's all for today. Next we will work on this section. We will convert them in swatch boxes. So till then, keep coding, be awesome.